Hi YouTube, it's Ian from Northwest Badminton and ProRacket.net. You feeling good today? I feel super good today because we are going to do the full review for the 2021 Yonex Eclipsion Z models. Now in this review, we will break it down into 4 parts. The first part will be colors, the second part will be the major changes, and the third part will be some small tweaks compared to the newer model and the older models. And of course, last but not least, we're going to try them on and see how it feels like. Now let's start with coloring. So the men's model comes with 2 colors. So it's going to be black and red. The majority of the coloring will be black on the outer sole and slightly red on the Yonex logo and of course on the edges, just to make it shines a little bit more on court, not too dark. So it's a very nice design throughout the whole shoe, and of course a little bit of red on the heel and inner part. Overall, it's a black shoe and it definitely looks really nice on your feet. Now talking about the women's shoes, not surprised, it's going to be sky blue and a little bit of purple. Now not just Yonex, a lot of brands and a lot of fashion brands, not just badminton brands, are coming out with a lot of blue coloring products. So I guess blue is the major color for 2021? Comments down below. Not sure, but I see a lot of blue products coming out recently, so definitely looks good. For girls, I think a lot of girls, they like these kind of sky blue designs, and the purple stands out nicely, has a very nice contrast with the blue as the background, and some slightly purple at the heel part as well. So overall, both shoes looks great. Now what are the major changes? There are 2 changes. One is RADIAL blade sole, the other one is semi one-piece sole. So both of these changes are happening at the bottom sole, in the bottom sole. So the RADIAL blade sole is the new pattern design that Yonex came up with using the idea and the concept from tires. So tires, of course, gives you a lot of grip because for safety purposes. Also, Yonex applied that concept into their badminton shoes now. So the new RADIAL blade sole design is a different and a brand new pattern they apply. And it looks very, I will say, it actually looks pretty neat. Something special, which I like. And how it works, not sure yet, but I think because of the complex pattern design, definitely will brings you a lot more grip on court. Now the second change is called the semi one-piece sole. So if you take a look at the sole here, so semi one-piece soles meaning the whole sole, the whole bottom sole is connected. And if we take a look at the older models, the sole are separated. Now all the Yonex shoes, aside from the new one, all come with the separated bottom sole, which is okay. But for the brand new change, the connecting soles, it brings you a lot more grip, especially a lot more protection. Why? Because the connecting part is on the side, and when we play badminton, we actually applies a lot of pressure on the side, especially when we are moving to the side or moving in front of the net, which are very aggressive move. So applying more grip on the side can help protect us from rolling over our ankles. So it's a very clever design from Yonex. But unfortunately, Yonex is not the first one who did it. So it's actually Li-Ning. So Li-Ning has a shoe that has a similar design with this, a similar concept, but Yonex perfected it by using their TPU support, which is this part, and a 3D graphite sheet inside, plus a ventilated sole, because these shoes tend to be a little bit more heated, a little bit more hot when you wear them, because it's a lot more thicker on the outsole. So the ventilated sole at the bottom definitely will help you a lot when you play. And of course, the most famous Power Cushion Plus, which everyone loves it. I think the biggest small changes in this will be these. So these, I would call them ears. It's like a ear, so it's a ear design. So what these does is when you buy a shoe that has an inner boot design, it's kind of hard to fit in. So there are 2 kinds of designs of the shoe. One is the conventional tongue design, which looks something like this. So this is the tongue, and this is the shoe sole. So when you have a conventional tongue design shoe, all you have to do is separate the tongue and the shoe, and then you slide it in. Very simple. Now for inner boot design, if you don't have the tongue, it's kind of hard to fit in. So have you ever had an experience like when you have an inner boot shoe, you try to fit it in, but you just can't fit it in? So with the new small tweaks of the ear, all you have to do is simple. Pull 2 fingers into the ears, and all you have to do, pull, slide. That's it. Just that simple. Last small changes will be the inner boot height. So the new inner boot height is a little bit higher compared to the previous model, which looks like this. So the previous model inner boot design is alright, it's just okay. It offers you a little bit of protection, but the new one, because it's higher, it actually offers a lot more comfortability and a lot more protection around your ankle. So something Yonex improved hugely in this model. And let's see how it fits and how it feels like when I try them on. Just that simple. Pull, slide. Older models, it's kind of hard, but still good. Now, first thing, I feel a lot more comfortable in my toes. For the previous model, a lot of customer complains that the top part of the toe, because of the low height of the shoe, they feel a little bit more pressured. For the newer one, it's a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more rounded on top, more space for your toe to wiggle around in there. Very, very nice. And comparing how to put it on the fitting wise, well, the new one is a lot easier to put them on for sure. Now let's see if I stand up. First thing first I noticed is the new shoe is a lot more softer at the bottom. The older one is slightly stiffer. And if I move around, so walking wise and jumping wise, I don't feel a lot of differences. Basically, it's just the new one that's a touch softer. Now, moving from the side, now there's a huge difference. So when I try to move from the side, the new one applies a lot more grip. The older model, it's easier for me to roll my ankles. As for the newer model, it works. The new technology works. It's harder for you to roll your ankles, so great job from Yonex. Overall, after trying them on, there are a couple things I want to point out. So, the new one, the new technology works really, really well compared to the older models. Prevents you from rolling over your ankles. Now, the second thing is, why do I feel it's softer? Because in the past, I like to criticize about, how shit the insole was for Yonex. But this time, for this model, they improved it. It's soft touch insoles. You don't have to spend extra money buying a brand new insole when you buy a brand new shoe, which is great. Thank you, Yonex. So when you buy this shoe, it comes with a soft touch insoles compared to the older model. The older model is so stiff. It's like standing on concrete or something. So it's a huge bonus and improvement for this shoe. Now, also because of the increased height of the inner boot design for this model, I feel a lot more safer when I move fast or rapidly or aggressively on court, especially when you play doubles or singles game. When you want to play hard, this gives you a lot of safetiness, and you will feel like I can move whatever I want on court. So a big improvement for this year's model. Now, if you are buying the Eclipsion Z, who are these aiming for? First thing is, if you want your shoe to last a little bit longer, you don't want to change every single year, Eclipsion Z is a good buy because of the durability skin design. Is designed to last a lot longer. Now, some players, when they play, they like to drag their feet. When they drag their feet, the side part is very easy to burn out. So for conventional shoes like leather shoes, these parts are easily burned out. And of course the Aries, the synthetic fiber, these will go out real fast as well. So the Eclipsion series will last the longest. Also, for people who had or have ankle injuries, when you buy these shoes, if you had ankle injuries before, I would suggest you tie the knot to the highest hole. You will feel a lot safer and protect your ankles a lot more. Now last, if you have a heavier weight or when you have a heavier footwork, this shoe is perfect for you because of the soft touch insole and how protective it is. So it's a very nice launch from Yonex. One thing I want to point out though, since the inner boot design is slightly higher, I wear a low cut socks today. I feel slightly uncomfortable at the back because of the ear design, but if I'm wearing long socks, it will be fine. So one thing to point out is if you are wearing this shoe to play, wear a long socks that covers your ankle so that you won't feel a little bit uncomfortable because of the new high height of the inner boot design. Well, that's that. All these shoes are available in store, Northwest Badminton, Bellevue, or go to online shop proracket.net. And Hope you like the content. Comments down below. Follow our Instagram, Facebook page, and also subscribe to our channel. It helps a lot. All the subscribers, all the comments, I read them all. I try to reply you guys, and if you guys give me any ideas of what to do next, I will try my best to fulfill your dreams. This is Ian from ProRacket.net and Northwest Badminton. I will see you guys next time. Bye.